What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 12 of Park to Prem here with Lincoln City. Today we are taking on Boston United, the old enemy, and well... Hello? What do you mean it's raining? Well, we're still going to play, right? You gotta be joking. What do I do now? What do I do now, Peter? Peter? Hello? The robot is not helping. I know that you're just sat doing the robot in silence. You're not helping me here, mate, are you? Change of plan, everyone. Change of plan, Peter. You are useless, mate. You are bloody useless. So yes, today we're taking on Salford. I'm not doing the intro again, I've done it once, but welcome back to Park to Prem. Boston United rained off. A game against Southend that we also had has been rained off. As a result, we're top of the league with 3 matches in hand, and today's game against Salford, who sit at the lower end of the playoff side of things, is going to be a little bit of a test, I suppose. But before we get into this game, just a massive thank you really from the bottom of my heart. Today's episode is the first episode in a little while that I'm recording the day before you're going to see it. I had a bit of a backlog built up, took a break over Christmas, and over the month of December, it's been the most successful, I guess, month of my channel's history, which is nuts. We've broken the 1.5 million views in a month mark, which I didn't really think was possible this year, but we've managed it, everyone. So if you've been watching Park to Prem on the regular, if you've been watching the guides, the experiments, the top fives, anything really that we've put out since the launch of the new Football Manager, thank you. I guess success isn't entirely, measured by the number of views on a YouTube channel, but more so than ever, I feel like we've got an active little community of people constantly messaging back and forth, and I haven't plugged it nearly enough. I do have a Discord server as well as other social media stuff. It's all linked in the description. If you don't know what Discord is, it's a bit like Skype, but for gaming communities and for groups of people. If you want to chat with like-minded people all about Football Manager, discord.gg/WorkTheSpace. Right, shameless plugs out the way, thank yous out the way, let's talk about transfer, shall we? Because we've played through the month of January, and it's gone very, very well, dare I say. On the outs, we've actually made a fair few sales here. The first is Olamola. Yeah, he's gone to Crawley for £60,000, which I think for a player who, well, hadn't really played for us at all this most recent season was some good money to get. He's gone and joined the League One team. I was a little bit of surprised, I suppose, that he got given a chance to take that leap up the leagues. And so far, 1 goal, 1 assist, a 6.48 average rating. I mean, it's okay, but he was never really going to play for us. He did okay last year, but obviously we've added so much in the way of attacking midfield talent, and spoilers, there's a new bit of talent, which we'll talk about very soon. It just made sense to cash in on him whilst we could. Ross Humphreys has gone on loan to Chester. This guy is very good, surprisingly good. He came through the youth academy before I took over the club, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he did. He did come through the club the year before we took over. He's developed a lot in the last year. I will say his name is Ross Humphreys. He looks a bit like Humpty Dumpty. He looks a bit like an egg. He's just a bit fat in the face, and this is coming from me. I know all about this. So I might just start calling him Humpty Dumpty. He's also not very tall either, so it kind of all fits. But yes, a player who's shown an insane amount of development to the point where I'm hoping that should he go on to have a good loan spell where at the very least he develops, he could find himself in first team contention next year. I mean, I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions, but I think Humpty Dumpty looks very good. I'm sure Ross really appreciates that nickname. Anyway, one more sale that we'll talk about before the big one, which I've just avoided. Sam Shering has gone to Blackpool again. Another player jumping up a league in leaving us, which I'm surprised about. I'll be honest, I feel like these players aren't good enough. The fact that we're able to sell on players to go and play for League One teams makes me hope that our current squad is League One quality. You would certainly hope that's the case. Sam Shering's been a good little backup centre-back option, but ultimately he's not got great heading, he's not got great jumping. I decided that it was worth just cashing in on him, and he just wasn't playing for us, frankly. So yeah, we got a little bit of money for him. And last but not least, Oh, I know some people are going to hate me for this. Mamadou Fall. I've sold him to Wickham. Wickham, who play in League One. He's played one game for them. He hasn't scored in it. This guy, and I haven't really given him a chance this year. I'm going to hold my hands up and say it. But last year, after the match engine got updated and interceptions were changed for defenders, he just didn't really shine anymore. I think he got 8 goals in the second half of last season. And all the speed and all the pace and stuff that he had that made him really good doesn't really work in the match engine anymore. As much as we don't like to admit it, as much as it maybe breaks the immersion, Football Manager is a video game. The game goes through kind of metas of stuff that works really well. Pacey strikers, while still good, if they don't have the technique and the technicals and the mentals, they are just a bit potato, and Fall kind of came into that category. So I'm sorry, I've moved him on. I think we got £70,000 for him, which is pretty tremendous, to be fair. You can see here, he got 6 goals in 12, 26 in 45, 0 in 3, and they were all on off the bench, which I will apologise for, but as you will see when we get into our catch-up of results, the goals are flowing. I just decided to cash in on him because it really made sense. Anyway, those are the outs, only 4 really. But on the ins, we've been a little bit busy. The first, not really a player for the first team, Jimmy Coleman has joined us from TNS over in Wales, a Republic of Ireland under-19. Looks pretty good, a little bit of potential, and we've signed him for a measly £8,500. Yes, when the player is available for that kind of money, it's usually worth the punt. We'll talk about the loanee next, whose name I'm not going to get right. We'll just call you Anthony. I really want to know how to say his last name, though. Kyriakou? I don't. It sounds like an anime character or something in Kingdom Hearts. That's where my mind's going with it. Either way, apparently he's English. You must be Greek as well, though. Cypriot. I want to apologise to all my Cypriot viewers, but you've got representation. He's blooming good, isn't he? In on loan from Arsenal, we are paying 10% of his wages, which is £1,400 a week. He looks insane, and really I brought this guy in for a bit of coverage. In the attacking midfield positions, we were maybe lacking just one player at 18 years old. Really good loan player to get in, far better than any player I could look to sign. He's made 2 appearances, one of which was on off the bench. 2 assists already, so a good start for Anthony, and he will be starting today. Anyway, the last signing we've made for £325,000, which is a huge sum of money at this level, make absolutely no mistake, is Ben Cabango, who is a former Welsh international at the age of 24. This guy is nutty. This guy is the kind of player who could easily be a centre-back for us, dare I say, in the Championship in a few years' time. He's really, really, really good. And yeah, he joined us from Huddersfield. You can see here he was previously playing for Swansea. Birmingham City signed him 4 years ago now for £1.7 million. Played a few games there. Went on loan to Portsmouth in the Championship. Then got picked up by Huddersfield on a freebie. And after half a year at the club, he was not a happy bunny. He wanted to play regular first-team football. I invited Ben over and he said, I was going to say Carabunga. Is it Carabunga? I need to Google this now. Apparently it's Cowabunga. That doesn't work. I wanted to make a pun with his name. I've tried, everyone. We need a name for you, Ben. There's definitely one coming here. Either way, he's joined us. £325,000 to sit alongside Quansah. That does mean that Cons is going to slip down the pecking order. Kind of suspected that was going to happen in the summer anyway. And, well, if we just compare Cons with Cabango, I think you can see exactly why we've made this change. It's an upgrade. It's a big upgrade. It's not even close. And suddenly Cons looks massively overpaid on £2,000 a week. Maybe a player to move on in the summer. But, of course, he is one of the leaders in the dressing room, and that is something that we certainly have to value. Anyway, in terms of stuff going on the pitch, things have been going pretty blooming well, bar this horrible patch in January. But I feel like we're over that hump now. Maybe. Of course, last episode we took on Shrewsbury Town. We beat them 4-1. It was a great little result. And following on from that, we took on Exeter. You might remember we drew against them at the start of the year, and it was the Ellis Sims show. And as you're going to come to see, this whole kind of run of fixtures has been the Ellis Sims show. We're basically playing The Sims now. This isn't Football Manager. This is The Sims 2024 edition. He was superb. Good goal. Fitzpatrick also grabbed one in this game. And going into the very next game against Stevenage, again at home, he was on the score sheet yet again in a 4-1 win, which looked very, very convincing. Unfortunately, EFL Trophy, Sheffield United under-23s, we lost via a set piece. I'm a bit bitter. I wanted to do it for all the non-under-23 teams, but I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact we've been knocked out there. It would have been nice to go on a run. What I am going to lose sleep over is this result against Ebbsfleet. We lost 5-1. I mean, Sims got a goal. That is the silver lining, but there's not really a silver lining beyond that. It was awful. It was terrible. I don't want to show you the highlights for it. It was embarrassing. And also, it was 5 goals, so we're not going to look at it. I'm sorry. Accrington, 6 goals. 3-3 it finished. Sims scoring again. Callum Green and Fitzpatrick also getting on the score sheet, but it wasn't enough to get the win. We looked a bit leaky at the back. And, well, it was actually this result against Wigan that convinced me, let's get in Cabango. Let's get in a new centre-back. Let's get in some fresh blood. And it was a 2-0 defeat against Wigan. Away from home, they sit 3rd in the league. This would have been a really nice result to win. It wasn't meant to be. They scored 2 goals, one early on in the first half, one almost immediately in the second half, and we never really got going, sadly. Anyway, the next game we had was against Tranmere. This was Cabango's debut alongside Quansah. He scored. In fact, they both scored inside the first half an hour. 2 very similar goals, doing Lincoln City things from set pieces. I mean, look, we have Ryan Shawcross. We've got Peter Crouch. We've got loads of the Stoke former players. We should be good at set pieces. We are good at set pieces. Elsewhere in this game, Ben Cottrell scored a really, really nice finish before late on in the second half, Ellis Sims cropped up with another goal in this run of games. In fact, every game we've scored in, he's scored in. Make of that what you will. And well, it continued against Northampton. A 2-0 win in this one. Sims scoring in the 9th and 90th minute. I'm just going to click on his profile again. He's really blooming good. 15 goals in 24 league appearances, 5 in the cup games as well that we've been involved in. He's looking like a great little freebie from Everton, and certainly a worthy successor, shall we say, to Farl. We'll never forget Farl, although he is gone now. Probably will be forgotten before too long. Sims, though, our new best friend. Friendship ended with Farl. Sims is my new best friend now. So yes, today's game against Salford should be a good one. Now, because of a few postponements, we had obviously the Boston game you saw in the intro, but also a game against Southend postponed. We currently sit top, but with a load of games in hand, which is going to make the end of the season a little bit weird. I mean, the way things are looking, the title should be wrapped up fairly soon, and it could even be potentially wrapped up when we next take on Boston. But in order for that to be even a remote possibility, we need to get a win here against Salford. So that is going to be the aim today. Great to see. You can see here Ellis Sims on the top goal scorers, albeit only with 15. Quansah, 3rd in the highest average ratings, and Cottrell. I mean, I don't feel like I've given him enough praise, everyone. He's been absolutely superb. In fact, I would go as far as to say him and Fitzpatrick have really been the 2 little kind of, not game changers, but 2 players who I really should be singing the praises of. I should be singing and dancing about these guys. They've been top draw between them statistically, contributed so much over the course of this year. And considering we got them both for the mighty fees of, £0, it's looking like 2 of the best bits of business, dare I say, that I've done so far in my fledgling managerial career. Anyway, just a little update on me for those of you wanting to see what I'm looking like in Football Manager. I mean, there I am. Perfect spitting image of me. I've got a weird skin tone in this. I look very pink. I don't know. Let's move on, shall we? If we look at the attributes here, you can see we're actually doing really, really well. We've got our Continental A license. Can I ask for? Can we do our Continental Pro? Can we do that? Maybe. We bloody brilliant, excellent. 12 months it's going to take. Blimey. Well, hopefully we'll come out the other end looking very good. But yes, at 31 years old, we're starting to get all our coaching badges, everyone. We've got a level of discipline that anyone would want to have. We have the motivating I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I wanted to come up with some nice metaphor to describe how good at motivating I am. I mean, come up with your own. As motivational as a what? A carrot on a stick for a pig in Minecraft. That's where my mind's gone. I should not be allowed to speak the English language in videos, yet I do it for a living. That is terrifying, isn't it? Right. You can achieve anything with hard work and no talent on it. I'm being very harsh on myself here. I'm a funny guy, albeit unintentionally most of the time. This is the team for today's game. I'm having a crisis, everyone. We're taking on Salford away from home. Unfortunately, Green is currently out with a little bit of a knock, and to be fair, he's been a bit disappointing recently, so Antonis is going to come on down and show us what he's made of. Of course, he will be good friends with Ben Cottrell because they played at Arsenal at the same time as one another. Of course, Sims, Fitzpatrick, Cottrell, kind of the front three now. I feel like these guys have established themselves. I've bigged up Cottrell, I've bigged up Fitzpatrick, I've bigged up Sims. Watching none of them contribute in this game must be absolutely awful. You can also see we've got some satisfying links to the wing-backs. Hughes at right back is doing great. 6 assists to his name in the league. He's looked very, very solid since he joined us from Manchester United. And of course, defensively, keep a close eye on Cabango. Benjamin, he's got a Welsh cap, everyone. He wears his cap everywhere. He's very proud of the hat he got with the Welsh flag on from his one international appearance. Going to be interesting to see how he slots into the team today. So far, 2 games with him in the team, 2 clean sheets. So the bar has been set very high. Let's see if we can jump over it. Are we an expert high jumper? Or are we going to, appear in one of those YouTube montage fails of people trying to do the pole vault who don't do it very well? Don't look at those. Look, the pole vault is difficult. I get it, but don't set the bar that high. Go and do high jump. Who invented pole vaulting? That's what I want to know. That was someone who wasn't very good at high jumping and thought, you know what, I need an Olympic sport to be good at and that looks a bit more impressive. I think if you're a pole vaulter, you're compensating. Right, okay, I've offended about 0.01% of my viewership with that comment. The one pole vaulter out there feels livid right now. We've won a penalty, though. Lopez with it. Let's get our head in the game and keep things focused. I promise I've not been drinking today. I think it's the excitement of not having recorded a video in a long time. Finney, can you score, my friend? Has he... I mean, I don't even know what to say there. He's smashed it wide. That's not... I mean, if we live to regret that, I'm going to be annoyed. Finney, you're good at penalties. What happened? Maybe he was a pole vaulter. Either way, they're on the attack here now. Edwards bringing it forward. Hits it. Good save by the keeper. And, well, we live to fight another day. But 10 minutes gone. Playing all action so far in this game against Salford. They're 7th in the league, though. They're fighting in for the playoff spot, so they're going to be good. Antonis, what can you do? Gives it to Sims. That was a lunging tackle by Pride. Good job he got the ball. Interesting to note, they're playing a 4-4-2. Of course, we once upon a time were a 4-4-2 kind of champion. And we've given up that lifestyle for this 4-2-3-1, which has been very good this year. I talked about it at the start of the season, the possibility we might need to switch to our kind of 4-4-2 system with the attacking mids that we used last year at Lincoln. It's not really happened. Sims has chipped in with goals. Cottrell and Fitzpatrick have looked so good. I've never felt like, a second striker was going to solve the problems that we had on the pitch. I say that all now. Come back to me in the 70th minute of this game when it's still 0-0. Maybe then we'll be going to the 4-4-2. Anyway, halfway through the first half, we have been dominant in this game. Possession-wise, passing completion-wise, we just need a goal. Cabango, Fitzpatrick. There you go. Cabango with the assist. Fitzpatrick with goal number 12 from out on the left-hand side. He's not a particularly great player in the air, Fitzpatrick, so he only really has any hope on set pieces from nods down like that one. But an intelligent run and a really good header by Cabango, making an impact on his live commentary debut. The live commentary debut, it's not for every player. It's a different calibre of match, but he's settled in here. He's done the business for us thus far. Fitzpatrick with a goal to his name. Whips it in. Quansah on off the woodwork again. Is that twice now? He's hit the crossbar. I feel like that's not the first time we've seen that. And I feel a little unfortunate. Anyway, Antonis to Hughes. Where are you going, Hughes? To Finney. Now, I'm really tempted to sub off at halftime just to prove a point. Carter hits it. Is he at the woodwork too? Have we got some kind of vendetta against the post that I've not heard about? Either way, half-time, 1-0, looking very, very good here. I think at half-time there's only one logical thing to say, and that's I'm far from pleased. Why does Peter Crouch want us to be positive? No, let's get angry, Peter. Get shouty. You would have thought after a year of being my wingman, he would have learnt by now. I'm not a happy, clappy chappy. I will get angry and shouty if it's only 1-0. Pathetic as far as I'm concerned. I want to spank every team. Maybe we can still do it in the second half. Still plenty of time. Finney bringing the ball forward. He's trying to make amends. Get him off the pitch. Get off you come. Tom White. Apparently he's having a good game. No, you're not. You missed a penalty. I've not forgiven you for it. It's nothing personal, except it definitely is. Fitzpatrick bringing the ball forward. He's got one goal. He's a good player, the Scot. Where's he going? He goes inside to Carter, who hits it. It's blocked away, and then it's cleared away. I mean, an hour gone. I want the second goal. I want the cushion to be developed. I want to be able to sit on that cushion and enjoy it. Maybe Fitzpatrick's can deliver. Carter. Now with Antonis, Sims, Antonis, Cottrell, can't look at it. Look at the passing. Look at it. Sims, finish it. Oh my word, Knightbridge stopping what would have been a goal of the season candidate as far as I'm concerned. The one-touch passing then, it just made me feel feelings, everyone. I felt emotions I've never felt before as I watched that. Anyway, Fitzpatrick whipping in the ball here. Quansah, surely he's got a goal in him today. The amount of times he's hit the crossbar, you'd like to think he'd be getting on the score sheet, but unfortunately, he hasn't yet. And now they're on the break. Edwards bringing it forward. Not like this, Football Manager. Stop it. Edwards hits it. Coming. Never doubted him. First bit of action I think we've seen him have all game. In fact, that was, I think, only their second shot on target of the match. Going to encourage the players. I'm going to make another change here. Sims is on a booking. Has been playing okay. Only okay. Well, I'm going to take off Fitzpatrick because he's tired. We'll bring in Taylor Richards on the left. And you know what? Glatzel, Paul. I don't think he knows where the goal is. Some people came up with a good chant for him, which was to the chant of "Hey baby, Paul, Glatzel, ooh, I wanna know." What? Wait, no, was that the? Someone wrote a chant in the comments. I wanna know when you'll score a goal. No, that wasn't the chant. It's something to do with him not knowing where the goal is. I'm just making up chants, everyone. I asked for your chants yesterday, and now I'm making up my own, and they're just not as good. Anyway, we move on. Sims. Keeping faith in you. Antonis, looking for his first goal at the club, straight at Knightbridge again, who right now is keeping Salford in this. Lopez on the left-hand side. What can you do, my friend? Where are you going? Edge of the box. Won us a penalty earlier. Let's not forget that. Carter hits it. Oh my word, we've hit the crossbar again. What is happening? What is happening here? Do we just not like posts anymore? I want to check something. If we go to match stats here, how many times we hit the woodwork? Can I see it? Woodwork. It's not here. Well, that's customize woodwork. Give me post. Where's post hit? Woodwork. There. Add it. Confirm. 3 times. We are bad. We are very, very bad. Right. Put the league table back up. I need a goal here. I'm very concerned that they're going to score. I've just got this feeling. Williams with it, giving it to Saleh. Not quite Salah, although the ball in was scintillating. The header, slightly less so. Over the crossbar it goes. We remain in the lead. They've gone to a 4-4-2. They are throwing men forward. I'm not changing a thing. I'm just going to shout demand more. Just going to shout demand more. 3 minutes of added time. Can we see it out? There's 40 seconds left and a highlight has started. I don't want to panic anyone. I remain calm. It's going to be fine. I mean, if we could get a second, that would look good. Richards to Sims? Maybe no, back to Richards. Can he finish it? No, a huge block by the defender. They're not giving up here. They probably should. I don't think there's time for them to come back here. But it is going to be one of the more eventful 1-0s, dare I say. Also, they've got a gazebo. I'm jealous. I don't know how many times Quansah's headed the ball over today in this match. It's quite a lot. It's going to finish 1-0. As I said, one of the more eventful 1-0s. We had so many shots in that game. 32 shots. An XG of close to 4. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got a 1-0 win. I'm going to tell the players I'm happy. And, well, you can see here, looking at the way things are right now, we've got 3 games in hand over pretty much all the teams around us. And that cushion is ever growing. Most teams around us have only 11 games left of the season. We're getting very, very close to a situation where we will potentially be mathematically promoted with plenty of games to spare. Of course, I would love to win the title as well. And, well, we may even have an opportunity to do it all in front of our neighbours, in front of Boston United in just 6 games' time. I do also imagine there's going to be a youth intake sometime in March, so maybe we'll do a kind of double whammy. We'll do the Boston game, and then whenever the youth intake happens, we'll talk about that then. If that sounds good, let me know. Hopefully rain is not going to delay it once more. And of course, if you have enjoyed today's episode, if you have endured my somewhat off-topic commentary today, thank you for being here till the end. I will see you guys again tomorrow. From me and Humpty Dumpty, we're out. Humpty Dumpty. That can't stick, can it? I don't know if I can keep going with that.